Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm checking out Niall Horan on the Tiernan show. Pauline messaged me with this, and apparently he doesn't always know who the guests are before they turn up, and if he doesn't know who they are, then he has to work it out as they go along, which sounds like a fantastic premise. I really like Tommy Tiernan. I really like Niall Horan as well. I'm going to check out his 2 latest singles on YouTube this week, I guess. And he'll have a new album coming out soon. So I'll check that out as well.
Hello there, everybody, and you're all very welcome to the show, and I hope that you enjoy what happens here over the next hour or so. And to find out who our first guest is, let me hand you over to our MC for the evening, the beautiful Fred Cook.
Tommy, our first guest is Mr. Niall Horan.
How are you, sir?
How are you, fella?
Good to see you.
Are you anything to Bishop James Horan?
Weirdly enough, no. I could be, though. It's a long line of Horans out there somewhere.
Where in the country are you from?
From Mullingar.
Good town.
Great town.
What was it like growing up there? How old are you?
I'm 32, 33 this year.
Okay.
It was great.
This is cool.
Well, we didn't have fun. My father worked at Tesco for 30-odd years. Just lived in a, 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I like what Tommy's done there, man. The way, even though he doesn't know who he is, he's moving the interview along. Would it be the same way if you knew who he was? I don't know. This is a brilliant format, though.
How was it?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
And we grew up there, and big. Just a very, very middle of Ireland market town upbringing, which I'm sure you can relate to yourself.
Well, I grew up in a housing estate as well, and what I remembered and what I loved about it, maybe wasn't aware of at the time, was just the community of kids outside the front door.
Yeah.
So did you have that as well?
Absolutely.
Just that.
Well, that's all we knew. We didn't have loads, but we didn't need it either. We didn't know anything different. Just very, very normal stuff. Get up in the morning, go to school. My father worked at Tesco, so he'd get the milk delivery man to drop off a little pint of Avonmore and put it on the doorstep. So when I get up for school, because he was working nights, I'd come down in the morning and he would bring in deliveries in Tesco, and then I'd get up in the morning to school and then recite a couple of your DVDs back to front on the way to school. Filth. I was 14, Tommy.
Oh, Lord bless us and save us, mate. Sorry about that. Yeah. A different kind of curriculum.
Yeah, very different to what I went in to learn that morning, just go to school in CBS in Mullingar, walk there, walk back, come in, do your homework, watch The Simpsons, Home and Away.
Yeah.
EastEnders.
Who else?
Same with me,
Who else
neighbours.
was at home when you were growing up, like brothers and sisters and stuff?
Yeah, I had an older brother, and my parents split when I was 4 or 5 maybe, and then was kind of a jump between the two for a while. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But as I got older, I felt like I was quite emotionally aware. Like I feel like I understood. All right, well, they just don't love each other, and you know what I mean. Like, and I remember thinking that and being nearly all right with it. I had the weekends with my father. We go across to England. We support Derby County.
What?
Wow.
Funnily enough, you're not the first man that ever gave that reaction. And we'd go across.
No, stop. Never mind.
To be fair, yeah.
Never mind being parents separating when you were 5.
It was, yeah.
So supporting Derby.
Well, my father's 66 this year, and early 70s, Brian Clough. He was the manager of Derby.
Yeah.
We got promoted, we won the league, back-to-back promotions, and he was, the king at the time. And it was my father listened on the wireless, and it was either Leeds United or it was Derby County, which, you know, and thankfully he picked Derby County, but sometimes I thank him for it. But then he'd bring us across, you know, whatever money he had was spent at Derby County, and to this day is still the same. He's over there every other week.
Wow.
The schlepping around the UK I've done to watch that team.
Time with Dad.
Yeah.
That sounds brilliant.
That was great. Like the memories of those days, you know, that's what he had, you know, to give us, was big footballing days out, you know, and great trips that we went on and things like that. We loved it, and just having as we were going back to what we were saying, having a bit of that balance was good.
This is brilliant as well, isn't it? Because like now Tommy's just like, I don't even know if he's even trying to work out who he is or thinking even who he is, you know. They're just having just a conversation, and it's beautiful.
My mother lived out in the countryside, and then I was getting to an age where I wanted to be in town with the lads, and school was in town, and you know, things like that. So I just kind of wanted to be in town a little bit more. But we found, you know, it worked itself out. They always do. There's hardships, but they tend to work. Some of the time they work themselves out.
What kind of hardships do you think?
Well, them figuring it out.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Like how to be not together.
Yeah.
Having 2 kids. I was only 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah, I think I was about that age
I'm learning
when my parents
about
split up.
me. And that could be, God knows.
Yeah.
That's a conversation that still hasn't happened.
I imagine, though, that coming back from matches with Dad and back into school on Monday, you must have been like a legend. Who else has that experience of going to see English football matches?
Well, I felt like that, to be honest. Yeah, I did, because you know, I've been going to Premier League at this point. When I was a child, I went to my first Derby game when I was about 6, and coming back and having seen Stephen Gerrard play. And
did fellas ever hit you?
Never.
For Derby. Did people ever try and persuade you? What are you doing?
Oh no, they say that, and they'd give me the reaction you gave me, but
probably didn't believe him.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I felt like a bit. This is what I have, you know. I can sing a little bit. I'm the fellow that goes across to England every week and wears a Derby.
Dropped him a little clue in there.
Football jersey.
I can sing a little bit.
Did you notice the singing thing as being something that other people noticed?
When I was
good question.
Early primary school, like little carol services that we'd have in the hall.
This is like sophisticated Guess Who, isn't it?
I had a teacher called Anne
Remember that game?
Caulfield, who I still speak to this day. She was ended up being my 3rd class teacher, but she was ahead of it. She was the woman that played the piano, sorted it out, everyone's solo parts in the Away in a Manger and things like that, and she would give them to me.
Give us a blast of it there.
Away, it's a bit deeper these days.
Go on, go for it.
A manger, no crib for a bed. You're welcome. Little Lord Jesus lay down
his sweet head.
Thank you.
God, you do have a lovely voice.
Thanks. It's a bit deeper than it was back then, though, mind you.
Beautiful sound. It's gorgeous. So your teacher was the first person that you actually kind of...
And I played Oliver in Oliver in about 4th class, 5th class or something like that, maybe 4th class. And then I went to secondary school, and I went to a CBS, sort of generally quite like Gaelic football led and things like that. And yeah, this is where I started to get a little bit like lost a little bit, because I'm not the biggest lad of all time, and I was very small then, and you know, I was one of those fellas that if you gave me a ball, I'd look like I knew what I was doing with it. Don't put someone near me though.
Solo artist.
Yes, correct. If I could just stand over there in the corner and you all stay away from me. But I was a bit of a coward in that sense, that I didn't fit in that. I was mates with all the lads that played.
Yeah.
But was no good himself. And then I had this teacher, Georgina Ainscough. She was my French teacher from 1st year. I'm still very pally with her now, and she was on the artsier side. and just kind of started putting on. She knew that I was into it, and she started putting on talent shows. And
How did she know that you were into it?
I don't know. Maybe someone was telling her, or maybe I was singing on the off chance that she heard me, or.
Do you remember what type of music?
Yeah, it's really strange, like just hearing Niall speak about his childhood, man, because it's bringing up like quite a bit of stuff. I guess I haven't really thought about my own childhood for a long time, anyway. You know, yeah, playing sort of rugby or like just I wasn't very good, didn't really enjoy it much. Was kind of made to go for a little bit. Yeah, that's a story for another day. I haven't thought about that for years, though.
Well, I grew up on a lot of like, again, I was kind of different to kids my age then. Now that we're talking about them, I was quite different. I was into like the Eagles and anything Laurel Canyon in the 70s. And
The fuck?
bit of a mad upbringing, huh? The Eagles in Derby County. This fella's a mad lunatic. But yeah, we got into that, and we had a vinyl player at home, and it was just like I remember little like Lionel Richie singles on vinyl at home.
Yeah, we didn't have a CD
Things
player
like
until
that. Like that.
Whose house was this in? This
2001 or
man's house?
something.
This was now a shared record player. It seemed it was a shared collection of theirs, and they had the vinyl boxes with the clips on them. My mother still has, actually. I was looking through some crackers in there.
I've still got them. Got my dad's records.
That's what I would.
Well, a few that he had, a few of my own.
So I was kind of old head, young shoulders, I suppose, in that sense.
It's a good quirky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So what happened then with the? Did you go to university after school or anything?
No, I finished 5th year and then went on the X Factor. And
I should probably know this, should I?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot I don't know.
Let me get this right. You end up playing for Westmeath. Is that what the story's going?
Yeah, you play corner forward.
I know you now. You're not the bishop in the airport at all.
Went to the X Factor when I was 16 and never had a leaving cert or anything like that.
How does the
moved to London and never moved, and that was it.
Now that's for people who are very familiar with your story. They probably take that stuff for granted. That's jaw dropping to me. How did you get on the X Factor?
That's so cool.
Went through a few rounds.
No, were they going round Mullingar looking for sad kids in?
Tommy Tiernan's such a dude, isn't he, man?
Him.
Yeah.
We'll have him.
The sad little fucker in the Derby jersey.
Yeah.
He's no friends.
With the sad eyes.
He can only play football by himself. He'd be perfect.
I went over. It was the first year they'd done auditions in Ireland, and I just was watching the previous season then one Christmas.
Wow.
That French teacher, Georgina, basically forced me to fill in a form for it, and
That's what chose us, isn't it?
When you're from little towns like that, you feel like that is so far removed that the self-belief you nearly have to be born with a self-belief.
So off up to Dublin for the...
Yeah, I just queued with about 10,000 people outside Croke Park at 5 in the morning and went through 4 or 5 rounds before you get to the television part of it, and then all of a sudden you're on a TV set and you're there, and this is my first, basically, outside of a school talent show, this is my first now experience of anything.
This is into the Thunderdome where it happens, where the people scream and...
Yeah.
Like, you've seen it yourself, like a crowd get up. Very scary. I wouldn't say it was the best thing I've ever done.
Who went over to England with you?
I basically went to my own then, because you used to go over, went over to London. There's a round in Wembley Arena.
Yeah.
It was like called boot camp. Got through that round anyway. Then they pulled all the boys category back on the stage, and then Simon Cowell named out 5 people, and we were now a band, and then that was basically it. Then I barely came home after that.
And what was the idea? The idea is that we put you 5 lads together, and you were you must have some sort of an awareness. Oh, there's a boy band thing bubbling here.
Well, I'd spent a bit of time with these lads over the week. We were a similar age. We were there for a week, sitting out in steps.
All Irish, anyway.
No, 4 English. I was the only Irish.
Who were the other lads?
Oh, yeah.
Liam Payne, Zayn Malik, Louis Tomlinson. So they're all lads from the north of the Midlands and the north of England.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was the only Irish.
Did you win the competition?
No, we came third.
Okay.
And then the X Factor finished, and then it was, right, we're a band now. And we luckily enough from the jump.
Yeah, they did all right, yeah.
Like we were like kids on Christmas morning, like you know, and we felt like we'd been in the same class.
And you're all around 17, 18 now, is it?
Yeah, I was, just gone 17, and then it just kicked off. We made this song called "What Makes You Beautiful," and then we went on like a promotional trip. I remember the first time I ever thought, wow, because you feel a bit of madness around the UK, around Ireland, and then we went on a promotional trip to we went to Stockholm, Milan.
Man, it's interesting just seeing him get emotional, like recalling it all, isn't it?
Berlin and Amsterdam, I think, 4 days in a row, and just turning up in these places that I never even thought I'd go near, and seeing this madness going on, like stuff you've seen in movies, was when I was like, oh wow, this is some different stuff going on here.
When did you start earning money? When did unusual lumps of money come in? You go, oh, okay.
I remember getting a merch deal.
That's a great question.
The first one. And I remember, you know, with our manager, got help with a financial advisor, accountant scenario. And
yeah.
this person was very good.
Man, a lot of people get ripped off, don't they, man? So that's pretty cool.
Failed business at a junior.
I didn't even take it.
And just not looking at it, and I've seen that figure before somewhere, maybe on the telly or something.
Decimal points in the wrong place.
I don't want to know anything about future monies, but I'd like to know that amount at that time and what it meant to you. So you could tell me how much it was for?
Well, it was, 500 grand.
Whoa.
How old?
Each.
17, 18.
Wow.
What the
And you're like, I you could nearly laugh at it now because I just can't, like.
The hairs of my neck have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the idea of the story you've been telling me and 17. Did you start crying?
No, but I just remember being.
Overwhelmed, I guess. Yeah.
Is this even real? Like. What do I do with it?
Yeah.
Do I just put this, lock it away in a room somewhere?
Yeah, man. Rainy day money, for sure, man.
I remember the first thing I wanted to do was sort out the family, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
it was a given. But like,
I mean, half of that,
just
a
being in
lot of
shock
that's going to
and
go in
like-
tax, isn't it, I suppose? Half of that's going to go in tax.
Like,
Probably more than half.
this money for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah,
it's like your communion money. Much bigger, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like, you at the time, you feel like.
I suppose that's interesting. Like, yeah, so he's saying 500,000, which is a lot of money, but I mean that's going to be pre-tax, right? Isn't it? So I mean, if you're getting that much money in a year now, like it's a lot more than half is going to be. No, not more than half. 25% plus 40. Yeah. So I don't know what it'll be like. Still like 300,000 after tax or something, right?
Must. All
Still
that,
a lot of
right?
money.
So, like when you.
It's like it's.
I don't even have to describe it to you. Like, you're questioning me on it, and I actually don't even know how to, like.
Yeah. So the rocket takes off, and you fly around space for a while.
For 5 years.
How do you cope with that stopping? Like, are you half delighted it stops when it stops, or what happens to you when you realise, all right, lads, we're done here?
Yeah. I remember just like we knew it was coming to an end about a year out. You have to plan, obviously. Right, we're not going to make another album. We're not going to make another tour. So it was a slow.
Interesting.
But you're still going. No, it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
No, this will all just the engines will start back up and the rocket will take off.
Yeah.
These guys are really fortunate, I think, in that they've all individually maintained massive fan bases and massive success, haven't they? You know, they can still all fill arenas. And I think historically, when boy bands kind of split up, or girl bands, it's usually only one or two that can kind of maintain that. So, I mean, emotionally, that must be really difficult for the people it doesn't happen to. Maybe even difficult for the people it does happen to, you know, when it's not happening for the others. Although, you know, who's going to shed a tear for those dudes, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like just sad it was over, just because it was we had a great time. I mean, like traveling the world, playing to, you know, for two or three of those years we were playing to an average of about 65,000 people a night, like in every corner of the globe. Like,
wow.
I was just like. I was just having the greatest time ever.
Can you tell me, when you walk out in front of a crowd that big and it's a fairly high percentage of screaming young ones.
It's a good way
How do you
to
cope
put
with
it.
ordinary women after that? So, I mean, what's the physical? How does that affect your body? What happens to your body? What's the physical feeling of that noise in you?
Yeah.
Tell you what. Before we go into
That's
the
interesting,
feelings,
isn't it? Yeah,
I
yeah. It's
always
not just
wanted
a
to make
screaming
sure
crowd,
That, like,
but-
the lads will tell you this if you were to question them on it. Like, I never wanted to. Never wanted that to be normal to me. Because if you go on a stadium tour for 6 months of the year, all over the planet, and that you allow that to become normal, you've lost the fucking plot. And I just told myself that I was always going to enjoy it, and I still to this day like tell myself just like. Take it all, look into the eyes of the people, look around, but you could feel, you know, you could feel that energy that is just, I can't, like people always say, what's that, what is that like? People always ask me, and I still can't really tell you. It's just like it feels like every drop of blood in your body just rushed to the front, and every time.
Are you in control of your body when it happens?
Yeah, because you know you have a job to do. You know, you can relate to this where you might be nervous for something, or like I was very nervous coming out here to chat to you today because I grew up living and breathing every word that came out of your mouth.
Young kids wouldn't even say that to me.
But
It's funny how that works.
I sit down in the
isn't
chair
it?
that I know I'm here for a reason.
Yeah,
So I actually, right, this thing in my hand, what?
Yeah.
It's a G cut, right, play that. And then you're off, you know.
Lovely.
Mm.
Join us after the break. Niall is going to stay with us.
Cool. Well, if you want to check out the rest of me reacting to this interview, check out the link in the description.